elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado.
To kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action. It's Watson. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Back to the air, Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Sent down by Cody Barton. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Watson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Nick starting with a pass. Edwards got it. And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Audric Estime. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Come my team! Come my team! At the 60! At the 60!
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They give inside to Estime. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Estime will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go! Here we go! At the street!
Here's Estime up the middle. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. He gets 4, but not there yet. That brings up 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
A 20-yard attempt.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Set to return, Nyheim Hines. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the move, headed right. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working from the gun, Watson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled in knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's on the move. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Estime. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Estime. Escapes a defender. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Estime with another carry. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Play action with Nix. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now Nix. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Cowboy 80s. 15 Pioneer. Let go.
Nick's looking to throw. That's into the hands of Franklin. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. And the Broncos have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He lets a heater. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. To return, Jerome Ford. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lone back gets the handoff. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Third and short, it's Watson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 7.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Browns a first.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Watson on 1st and 10. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Nix. Cut by Sutton. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Another try following the sack. Finds his running back, Andrick Estime. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's go now.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Rolling left, buying some time. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Oh, these returners, they certainly get on TV and get on the replays for a big return. But I'll tell you what, coaches love their job security of hanging on to football. He was fortunate there to scoop that one back up before someone else could and avoids a critical turnover.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Here's Watson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now a give right side to Jump. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. From the gun, Watson. Connection made to Judy. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3 now. Jump running out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They try Chubb again, and that hit stops him in his tracks. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Watson has it, 3rd and goal. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Estime. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Able to get it to Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Nix from the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Grant Delpit in to pick it off.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Able to get it to Franklin. He gets loose down the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Handoff left for Estime. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a handoff for Estime. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Estime can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Nix off the play action. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. It really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Hines. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
The give here on 2nd. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Running right with Chubb. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jonah Ellis there to make the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Watson now. Setting up the screen. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Brings it in at the 12. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Estime. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Play action with Nix. Edwards got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They give inside to Estime. And he's got it up to midfield and into Brown's territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Estime up the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing here, Nix. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Run here with Estime. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, Denver. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Hines. Flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
That's the end of the 3rd.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Browns football. They're down but not out on the scoreboard. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play action, it's Watson. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. All right, here we go, 2nd down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And he's going going to take this only to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Working from the gun, Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down from the red zone. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brown with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Estime. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Nix. Got his target, it's Estime. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Nix. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Watson now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Watson with third and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Broncos get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off running right. Here's Estime. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Back to throw it. He's trying another one deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Estime gets it going left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Estime. And he's brought down for a loss. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Warriors 70. Set it. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. It's a Denver touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off, Brandon Jones. And the Broncos return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
This is Estime. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. A give right side for Estime. Blast through midfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos very close to an 11th win this season. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Drops to a knee here. Only one more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
Hey, you're not good enough.